We're at the Tiki Bar and I'm freaking out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Mark with My Front Range Living, and this is the Colorado Springs real estate market update for September of 2025. And yeah, we are coming to you live today from the Tiki Bar, and we couldn't be happier. Yeah, it's October. This is how beautiful it is. We've told you about that many times on our channel. We love the weather here. So let's hop into the numbers, shall we? Again, as always, this is from the entirety of the Pikes Peak MLS, not just the Colorado Springs city itself, but the surrounding areas as well. And again, it's only single family. It's not condos and townhomes. More on that in a second, because man, oh man, am I grumpy with condos and townhomes right now and what they're calling affordable housing. So anyway, single families, let's hop into it. So new listings went down, as you can imagine. Yeah, there's a lot of trepidation out there with sellers. They went from 1459 in August down to 1328, which is really flat year over year when you take a look at September of 2024 when it was 1331. It's only a loss of 3, but you can kind of see right now where sellers are not wanting to go out on the market. More on that in a second when we talk about total active. But sales, of course, went down, not a ton, but down nonetheless. From 1039 in August to 1026. Again, you only lost 13 there, not a ton, but still not keeping up with the pace of new, right? We got to sell some houses right now. And sales are up year over year. Again, not a ton, from 933 in September of 24 to 1026 this year. Average sales price, yeah, as you can imagine, flat, didn't really move a whole ton. 566.4 in August down to 565.3 in September, but still up year over year when it was 535 this same time last year. Median sales price following that same trend, really flat for the most part. 480 in August, 479, 450 in September. So really a wash is all that is, and almost a wash from this same time last year when it was 485. So we are seeing the market stagnate a little bit, and that's been good. Total active. So let's talk about this. Yeah, it went down, but so did the listings, and we need them to go down because we've had a ton of listings out there for a while. So we went from 4,139 in August down to 4,010 in September, which is still up from September of 24 when we had 3,392. We had 3,392 homes. And again, so not a huge difference, but a difference nonetheless, and something that we're keeping an eye on, only because as sales start to slow down, obviously inventory has the potential to go up. And we're going to talk about that. So I do want to chat just a little bit about the condos and townhomes. When I said earlier in the video, I wanted to talk about it, and here's why. The fact is, we've had several contracts fall through on our side only because associations don't have the appropriate insurance for FHA, Fannie, Freddie, any sort of federally backed loan program. They don't have the appropriate insurance. Out here in Colorado, we have a wind and hail deductible, and that cannot be above 5% in order to qualify or be warrantable to a federally backed loan. And right now we have a ton of associations that are at 10%. And that causes kind of a conundrum, only because the most affordable housing out there right now is, of course, condos and townhomes. They have a tendency to be priced a little bit lower than the average single family home. That's interesting because associations are faced with this dilemma of, can we afford the premium on insurance if it goes at 5%? Probably not, so we'll go to 10. Well, you just might have hosed a majority of your community who might want to sell, because now they can't sell to an FHA qualified buyer. So there's this whole conversation that I'd love to have with you if you want to reach out about affordable housing. I think that policy has got to change. It's not going well, especially when it comes to insurance out here in Colorado. But all of that to say, days on market. So houses are just sitting longer, as you can imagine right now. There's a ton of buyer trepidation right now. They just don't think it's a good buyer. Sentiment is very, very low, and consumer debt very, very high still, as well as the amount of money that people are borrowing for vehicles, vehicle delinquencies, so on and so forth. So yeah, the interest rate moved, but I'm frustrated with the amount of humans that are out there saying, oh, it's a great time to buy. The rates went down, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, lenders and real estate agents that are saying it's a great time to buy. I'm looking at you. Quit doing that. It might be a good time to buy, but they'll reach out when they're ready. Interest rates didn't really move enough to move the needle to make it more affordable, especially in the state of Colorado. Days on market, what does it look like? Yeah, we went up. As you can imagine, they're sitting there for a hot second. Went from 43 to 54. So yeah, almost 2 months on the market, which I think that's going to go up in the future for sure. I think that there's a ton of uncertainty right now, especially as the administration goes to battle in certain capacities. So yeah, we're all kind of sitting back watching, seeing what's going on there. So all of that to say, if you're looking to buy or sell, you just want more information about the market, we'd love to help you out. I know that it sounds weird, but it could still be a good time to buy right now. It just depends on who you are. And we want to make sure that you're as informed as is humanly possible so you can make the right decision for you and your circumstance. So we hope you found value in today's content. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.